A matronymic is a personal name based on the given name of one's mother, grandmother, or any female ancestor. It is the female equivalent of a patronymic. In most societies, matronymic surnames are far less common than patronymic surnames. In the past, matronymic last names were often given to children of unwed mothers. Other times, when a woman was especially well-known or powerful, her descendants would adopt a matronym based on her name. Asia, India. The matrilineal communities in South India and Nepal, namely the Bunts and Nuers, have family names which are inherited from the mother. Matronymic names are common in Kerala. Daughters take the names of the mothers as the second part of the name. Indonesia. The Minangkabau of Indonesia are the largest group of people who use this naming system. People of Enggano Island also use a matronymic system. They also have family name, surname, mixed use. Philippine names legally have the maiden name of the child's mother as a middle name following Spanish and Portuguese custom. Filipino children born to unwed mothers, if not claimed by the father nor adopted by anyone else, automatically bear the mother's maiden name and sometimes middle name. Some Vietnamese names also function this way, as less of a tradition than a style or trend, in which the mother's maiden name is the child's middle name. Europe, England. Although many English matronyms were given to children of unwed mothers, it was not unusual for children of married women to also use a matronymic surname. For instance, it was traditional during the Middle Ages for children whose fathers died before their births to use a matronym, and it was not unheard of for children to be given a matronym if the father's name was foreign, difficult to pronounce, or had an unfortunate meaning. A child of a strong-minded woman might also take a matronym, as might a child whose name would otherwise be confused with that of a cousin or neighbor. There are even instances where royal houses used matronymics to strengthen claims to the English throne. For example, Princess Matilda's eldest son was known as Henry Fitz-Empress. Common English matronyms include Beaton, Custer, Tiffany, Parnell, Hilliard, Marriott, Ibbotson, Babs, and Megson. Finland. In the Old Finnish system, women were standardly given matronyms, while men were given patronyms. For example, Ain Ontitar Pekan Poika. Since the 19th century, the system of inherited family names has been used, however, and today nearly all Finns have inherited surnames. France. Family names derived from matronyms are found in France, especially in Normandy: Catherine, Marie, Jean, Adeline. In medieval Normandy, a matronym might be used when the mother was of greater prominence than the father as the basis for a claim of inheritance, such as in the cases of Henry Fitz-Empress and Robert Fitzwaymark. Iceland. Some Icelandic people, like Hyder Helgason, have matronyms. Ireland and Wales. Matronymics appear in medieval Celtic tales such as Cathmage Turdan, the fourth branch of the Mabinogi. Netherlands. Matronymics are accepted in the Netherlands but are generally written as given names on identity cards. Romania. Family names derived from matronyms are also found in Romania, especially in the region of Moldavia. Examples include Ione, Ababe, Akatrine, Alinkai. Russia. Family names derived from matronyms are also found in Russia. Examples include Katan, Mashkov, Anushkan. Oleg Yaroslavich, 12th century Prince of Gallic, was known as Oleg Nastasievich during his life to distinguish his claim from that of his half-brother Vladimir. United States. Due to the diversity of family structures in the United States, a considerable variation in naming patterns has emerged. Despite the fact that traditional patrilineal naming practices still constitute the majority, part of the relatively new variation is due to second-wave feminism, which influenced many women to seek ways of preserving the natal names, family histories, and individual identities is as distinct from that of the partners. It has become more common and accepted for parents to give their children two last names with or without a hyphen. Also, it is becoming more common to merge surnames to create an entirely new surname, or to invent a new surname from whole cloth. These options have the advantage of allowing for one shared nuclear family name. Additionally, it is common for women in professional fields to keep the maiden name after they get married, often without pronounced feminist influences. In these cases, children may be given the father's surname, the mother's surname, or are both surnames hyphenated. Historically, it was not uncommon in prominent families to preserve a mother's maiden name by using it as a given first or middle name for children. This was sometimes a note of distinction and emphasized the family's aristocratic history. Prominent examples of this naming practice would include President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, President Woodrow Wilson, and Vice President Schuyler Colfax. Middle East. Arabic. An example of an Arabic matronymic is the name of Jesus in the Quran, Sar ibn Maryam, which means Jesus the son of Mary. The book Kitab man Nusaba ila Ummihi min al-Shuara by the 9th century author Muhammad ibn Habib is a study of the matronymics of Arabic poets. There exist other examples of matronymics in historical Arabic names. Jewish. Most characters in the Bible are referred to with a patronymic. However, Abishai, Joab, and Asahel, the sons of Zeruiah, stepsister of King David, are invariably referred to as sons of Zeruiah, and the name of their father remains unknown. Also, the biblical judge Shamgar is referred to with the matronymic son of Anat. There are indications of a Jewish history of matronymic names. Specifically, in East European Jewish society, there appeared various matronymic family names such as Rivlin, Sorkin, Zeitlin, Rochlin, Feiglin, Avkin, and others. In certain Jewish prayers and blessings, matronyms are used, e.g., Joseph ben Miriam,